Hi, welcome to the meditation class. The film I made talking to the general Aikido world that will be on here as well. It's not just a teaser, so that's got the first explanation in that. And I've done this up really close so that you can sort of like watch facial muscles and things. If you're interested, you see, I don't know what makes me think this, but I've been meditating for, can't remember how many years, let's say 30, 40 years. And I only do it when I feel like it, and I'm not that regular. But when I was 23, so if you can just bear with us, it's not going to ruin your life to listen to it. And if you're open-minded enough to hear me out, you may find some value in it. I didn't start out, I started at 23 in Aikido, and I didn't start out believing in God, religion, the afterlife, or anything like that. And I still don't, I believe less in religion now than I did then. But my sister insisted that I went to see a psychic, this old lady in Oxford, because I wanted to take on a large business venture, and it could have been a make or break situation because I was going to have to borrow a lot of money. Anyway, I didn't believe in that sort of thing at all, and I went along only because she kept pushing me, and I had the fear of making the wrong decision. And at that age, your ego's pretty strong, so you're pretty determined about what you want to do. Anyhow, to shorten this story, I went along and she told me things that I wouldn't even give her my name when I knocked on the door or say anything, because I didn't want to give anything away. So I go in there, and this little old lady in her, I think, late 70s sat in this bay window, opened a pack of cards, and she looked at me. She told me about this car franchise I wanted to take on, not to do it, wouldn't be successful, just be hard work, cause a lot of problems, wouldn't make money, wouldn't lose money, but it's not worth doing it. And she actually changed my life at that point, because in years on, I did take on car franchises, but when I was in a much better position. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this, that we all have an ability in our mind to have psychic awareness. Now, what am I going to be talking to you here about your psychic awareness? And how will it help you in your Aikido? I've already said in the other video that O-Sensei was a special person. He taught lots of stuff to the students who become masters and were brilliant in their art. But I think we all, if you're like me, want to get closer to O-Sensei's Aikido, because for some reason this magical path that he seemed to be able to do everything with ease. But he wrote a lot of poems, short sayings, and he said the enemy is defeated as they stand in front of him. To me, he telepathically knew what they were thinking, or he knew their hesitance or their positivity. He knew when they would strike. He knew when they would enter towards him. So they were already defeated in his opinion. So I'm going to take you through these meditations that I've been talking about, but we're going to do it in several sessions so that you can try it, build on it if you wish, and start to understand that I'm talking to you, my lips are moving, I'm talking to you with what I'm going to call an outer body. The whole body that you can see here, all of this, is going to be my outer body. I can't show you my inner body, but it's a place the mind very rarely goes, but we all have it. We all have gut feelings. Not sure about this. You know, we search. It's almost like there's a hidden cupboard that we don't bother to go to. Some of you will think, well, there's no need. I'm fine as I am. Others will think, yes, but I don't know how to untap it. I don't know how to unlock my psychic side. This is you finding a way of talking to your inner. So your outer talks to your inner, and then you listen to your inner to guide your outer. I've touched on these before, but I also said on the last film that I've done throwing people without touching them. Some of my students have said, "Oh, don't do that again, since that hurts." You know, where you deliver an imaginary punch. You do the action with the outer body, but it doesn't ever hit the student, but the student feels the punch, they feel the hit. I'm going to slowly teach you how to start connecting your mind. Where does this also help you in daily life? It helps you analyse people, because you'll go, can I trust this person? If you have your inner mind open and you know how to think correctly, you'll go, should I trust this person? And you'll get a yes or a no. You're not going to get a long conversation from your inner self. At first you'll doubt it, so ask it again. Should I trust this person? I'm not getting a great feeling. Why can't I trust them? You might not get any message back, because what's happening is your inner self is saying, well, you do a little bit of work. You outer self, you do a little bit of work. I'm telling you, be suspicious. Now you've got to start looking and investigating why you should be suspicious. We don't understand how intelligent we are as a being. People who specialise in it may be called freaks. It's because we can't see it, we don't believe in it. Try to expand your mind. Doing good, strong techniques are part of the package. But if you want to really get closer to a sensei, then you do need to learn how to listen to your inner self and take note of it. Because when a person comes, a friendly person on the tatami with a ken, a jo, taijutsu, whatever it may be, when that person is about to start, are you twitching? Are you trying to work out, what to do, when to move? Of course you are, because this is natural. If you don't, are you arrogant? Is your ego thinking it's so confident that you can handle it? That's not a good way to long-term think, but it's a way that I would think at least 90% of the Aikidoka do think. They're not humble enough. I believe that O-sensei was connected to his spiritual side. His own, it's in us. We don't have to go drifting off to some, religion to find it. We hold this key. I want to get that firmly across to you. You hold this key of what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going off on any weird tangent to say that you've got to believe in some religion. Believe in yourself and know that you've got to do a little bit of work to go there. Okay. Now the camera's really close, and the reason it's close is I'm going to show you my stages. So first of all, I'm going to have to talk to you, but obviously you wouldn't be talking. There's other videos on how you learn to get into your meditations. But I'm just going to relax outward breath, relax my mind and try and get to a place of emptiness, of nothing. Now I'm going to do a little bit of movement, but you don't have to do movement, but I'm just going to show you relaxation. Slowly close my eyes. As I breathe out, my feeling is of going down within myself. Next breath out, through the mouth or the nose. I prefer the nose, but it's up to you. I'm going to go down again. Facial muscles are getting softer. Forehead is soft, no tension. I'm going to keep doing this with my mind, going with each outward breath. Allow the breath to do it itself. You're just waiting for the breath to go out, and then when it goes out, you just go down through your body, through your whole body, your chest, your spine. You don't have to think about it, you'll feel it. As you relax, you'll feel something in your body relax. So you're going down. And you can perhaps even drop like this. I try not to do that, but at first you do that. It's almost like dropping off to sleep. Like just dropping off to sleep. All right, but you're doing it in this seated position. Don't do it in the laying position, because we're actively working. We're working at a goal of achieving something. Now what I'd like you to do, so you're watching me obviously while we're doing this, and then you practice it afterwards. Right, so I've exhausted all the opportunities of breathing out, relaxing. I now feel like I'm in a state of very calm, but there's nowhere else to go, if you know what I mean. I don't feel any muscles relaxing in my legs or my body, and I'm not going to start moving about trying to get other bits to relax. I'll just let it happen naturally, and as my outward breath goes, I've just relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. What I'm going to do now is, when I get totally relaxed, I'm going to think with my mind, and I'm going to ask my own inner body to show me a sign that I'm connected with it. So I want to now be connected with my inner mind and my outer mind, my inner body and my outer body. Don't get too confused, but I want to find the link, the connection, so I'm working as one. So I'm in the relaxed state, and I'm going to be waiting for something. But with my mind, I'm going to say, please show me a connection. Keep it short. Now, you could find one of your eyebrows twitch. You could feel a small breeze on your cheek. I always get it on my right side somewhere, but never on my left. But you might get it in other places. You might find that something happens, you might get a twitchy nose, or if you're unsure and you think, it was so subtle, I don't really know if I got a connection. Just relax, pause, ask again. Not with your voice, remember, I'm talking to you, but this is what I'm going to say with my mind. Please show me the connection. I'm going to repeat it as many times as I wish in my mind until I feel something. But do it in a relaxed mind, not a focused, hard mind. Keep calm. Do it in a relaxed mind. Thank you. Now I've thanked the connection because I've felt the connection. You may do this 20 times and not feel anything, but is it because you're nothing's happening, or you're not sensitive enough? You might be closed off, like blinkered, because you're trying too hard to feel something. So the first stage is the total relaxation. The second stage is you might feel a little breeze and you might think, perhaps there's a window open. Don't put questions and answers in your mind. Just accept the first thing you feel. Was it a twitch on my eyebrow? Did I feel something touch my ear? So, once you've made that connection, then if you sit tomorrow or next month and you do the same again, you should get the same ear, eyelash, breeze. So once you've made the connection with your inner self, that will always stay with you. That will be the same. So that's your link between you and your inner you, your outer you and your inner you. We're going to go further in stages, and what we're doing is we're going to enhance your zanshin, your awareness. But the awareness must start with you first. Tamura Sensei said, don't teach others until you've taught yourself. When I was on a seminar once, on the other film, I said I went to America. Bob Nadeau, he was very much into energy. I've seen him do some amazing things with energy. We can do more than just techniques. We can be more aware. We can build up internal power. We can build up the external power that our partners feel. But we have to use our mind in an efficient way, not a destructive way, or not in a way of want. You see, I want to feel something on my face. I want to feel a touch or something. I need to feel this. These are desires that won't help you find where we're going. Please be patient. We're not going anywhere. And in time, we can advance so that you can fix on somebody, try throwing without touching. Your inner mind will know when that day is and when that's a bad day to try it. I've had people come up to me and say, Sensei, can you show me the pushing with the sword where you hold it with one hand and I push it sideways and I can't push it? And I go, no, I'm not going to show that today, because my outer's not connected with my inner. Then another day I'll get the sword out and I'll say to somebody, come to the side and push this sword, and they can't move. They can't move the sword. and it takes not a great deal of effort on my part. It's because I'm mentally connected. They think they're pushing the sword, but really you've locked their mind. If you find this is not for you, then I understand. You don't have to. But I do believe with the pandemic and people's sensitivities, we need to look at more than just technical Aikido. We will still do Aikido, but we will learn how that we can live a better life within ourselves and be a better martial artist. Thank you for your time.